In this video, we are going to cover adding members to your groups. So you should already have your groups established, and you can certainly add more in the future as you go. In this particular example, our groups are based on different geographic locations, but in your case, it may be by different department, or such as your development group, maybe your volunteer group, a facilities group, etc. In the case of a school, you might have a PTA group, you might have a room parent group. There's all kinds of ways to make that work for your organization. Those are just a few examples. So once you have your group set up and you want to start adding members, the easiest way is to click this quick add tab here. So if I go ahead and click on that, that's going to open this screen, which allows you to either add your members one by one, add them in bulk, or upload a CSV file. Note this right here, this checkbox by default is on, so that once you add people in and click invite members, they are going to be invited to join your organization. If you don't want that to happen, simply unclick it and send them all out later. So if you're doing this piecemeal, but you want them all to go out at the same time, you want to make sure you unclick that. Okay, so now here, if I come to add members in bulk, this is an easy way to download something that you might already have. First name, last name, email, those are all required. And then if you want to add a phone number, you can do that. That's optional. And you just want those to be separated by commas. If you do download something from an existing database that you have of people you want to invite as members, and it's not quite in the right format for us, one easy way to get it in the right format is to just copy and paste it into an AI such as ChatGPT or Gemini. Input this format into that AI and then ask it to put your information, your data in this format as well. Then you can just copy and paste it and plop it in. It's super easy and super efficient. Alternatively, you can also upload a CSV here. So you can download our template that shows you how to do it and then just upload that for us here. So lots of ways to do this. And again, in each case, make sure that you're thinking about whether you want to invite them or not. And then you just import the members. Once you've invited them, each prospective member will receive an email invitation to join the group. And then depending on whether you are using an onboarding form or not, they will need to complete that onboarding form before becoming a member. In addition, when you first set up your account, you were asked, and this shows here in your settings, whether or not you wanted to approve prospective members before they became a confirmed member of the group. So if you have that checked, then every member coming in will receive a message that they are awaiting approval. If you haven't, then they will immediately be taken to their dashboard in your group. So that all depends on how you want to handle that. So coming back here and looking at our members tab, we can see the people who are admins, and then we can see those who are already members. Here we can see this person is pending. So this person is pending, meaning they have not yet accepted the invitation to become a member. So if you wanted to resend that invitation, you could do that here. In addition, if you chose not to send all of those invitations at once when we were doing the onboarding, meaning this was not checked, and now you decided you want to do it, right here, you can send invitations to all pending members. So if these were all pending here, then I could send this all at once rather than having to go in and do this one by one. Okay, so I've invited a bunch of new members, and if I scroll down here, I can see the status. These are all still pending. And here's one who has now accepted the invitation to join, and now I have to decide to approve or not. So I come over here, click this button, and click Approve Member. And now, as you can see, that approve has switched to member. So now Marta is a member. I can also see that she has signed a waiver. And if I want to investigate anything for anyone, I can just come in here and look at their member profile. When I open up her member profile, I can see that she has signed 3 different waivers or agreements. So a general liability release, a code of conduct, and understanding her role. And if I want to view any of those, I can click here on the view and see her signature, and I can also download whatever form is that she has signed. Or alternatively, if the form had been pasted in, I would see the pasted text there. And in here, I can add manual hours for her. So if she has, let's say, ran to Costco for things we needed for an event, I can put that date in here of when that occurred and say what it was in relation to. So I've got that in here, but that also makes sure that we've got all the credit for her for the work that she's done. And then she wanted her information private so that others wouldn't see it when they're scrolling through the roster of the club. So that's what this says. And we said that you're allowed to add contact persons. So she wanted to add a spouse or a child or a guardian or a parent or whatever. That could be in here as well. And then back here, we've got checklists. So if we had some form of training that was required, such as annual CPR training, or even here, we could say a volunteer waiver that was paper that they had signed, we could put in a completion date and an expiration date. So if I wanted to come in here and say, yep, that got completed, I could say it got completed today. And the expiration will be next year on the 6th. Okay, there are a couple more things to share here. When we looked at Quick Add before, we were looking at adding members one by one, members in bulk, or uploading CSV. So that's for us to actively invite them via the PlanHero dashboard. The other option is to actually click here on Join Group link. This is super handy. You copy the link and send that out via an email list that you already have of all the good folks who have been working with your organization, and send it to them saying, hey, we're using PlanHero as our group organizing platform. Please join our group. So when you send that out, if you have an onboarding form active, then they will first need to complete that onboarding form. And the great thing there is then it will auto-populate their first name, last name, email address, and phone number for you right away without you having to actually go through this process of either adding it in bulk or uploading a CSV. So that's a really easy way to get your member roster populated and have either your volunteers or employees or participants do the work for you rather than you needing to do it. So keep that in mind. And then here with downloads, you can download your CSV of the member contact info or all member information. And then finally, one thing that we neglected to mention previously is this non-member. So the idea here is that you may have people who are volunteering with your organization on your various events who are not members of your group, and maybe they don't want to be, but they may be doing some manual hours for you that you want to keep track of. So this is a way to put them in here. They will not become members, but it gives you the opportunity to log those manual hours for them here. So just wanted to make sure that we brought that to your attention as well. Also, please note that you can filter by roles, and you can also filter by last name, first name, role, and email and phone number. So you have lots of options in here. Reach out with any questions. Thank you.